everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Bridgewater's Bears going up against Dalton's Buccaneers. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, we are at a site that's played host to 2 Super Bowls, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Bears and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And that's the kind of streak you don't see too often in today's NFL since there's so much parity. So the way they've played has been truly remarkable.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the Red Rifle. From TCU, it's Andy Dalton.
This is a young man who has a lot of quiet confidence in his abilities. He won't shout it from the rooftops, but if you ever talk to him, you sense it, and you start to get it. In fact, I asked him about his mobility, and he said, well, I did run for over 1,500 yards in college. That was an easy answer from him.
They come up in an offset eye. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Second down, Dalton. He finds Aguilar over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now Dalton, it's caught, Nelson. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Dalton throwing on second down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Let's see. The defense might bring some added pressure as the offense is dealing with a 3rd and long.
Set 380.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Surveying the field. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. So here are the Bears backed up to start their initial drive. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
His stature isn't huge. He's not one of the big, strong-arm guys that you see coming into the league. But his touch, decision-making, ability to make plays, that's why Teddy Bridgewater has a chance to be a top quarterback in the league.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Here's the option going right, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Dante Fowler just made a play that he could be really proud of there. Nice tackle for loss. And what a relief it is for him to be back on an NFL field after missing his entire rookie season with a knee injury.
I think the entire defensive unit is relieved that he's out there. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up 1st downs.
Wide 20. Wide 20.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Blue 10.
3rd down from the gun, Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken around the 12.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. 5-minute first down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's the option going right. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. So 2nd and 10 here. Second down, Bridgewater. He's going to loft one deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him a gain of 38. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll come out in the pistol. A first down carry now for Miller. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use his speed to get there in the run game.
And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And Gresham's got it over the middle. Touchdown, Chicago! Jermaine Gresham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are in for 6.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
They come out here in the eye. On the counter, it's Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the Traders take a look, we'll step aside. So Bridgewater forced to the sidelines. And they'll hand things over to their backup quarterback and task him with preserving this lead. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this one is incomplete. The target that time was Vincent Jackson. And that'll bring up a 4th down. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Brief break in the action here. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Yeah, thank you. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He's got time. And caught right side, Green. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. This complete left side to Aguilar. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. His throw incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And that's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and now it's 4th down.
As a general rule, receivers love the comeback route because it puts them right in the sight lines of the guy throwing the ball. But in this case, the defender saw it and were able to knock it away.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, at least they won't take a goose egg into intermission as they do carve out 3 points here in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Yeah, it hasn't really been the greatest of first halves. They've looked out of sync, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But a field goal here at least gives them some momentum as we tick down toward halftime.
Succop now set to kick it off following the made field goal. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Getting set to go here, Teddy Bridgewater and company marches back onto the field. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
How about that interception? Like father, like son. Tim McDonald Sr. had 40 interceptions in the NFL, playing with Arizona and San Francisco. His son trying to follow in his footsteps.
Here comes the Bears defense now back onto the field. A field goal last time is what they gave up in a close game. All these drives start to feel so critical.
And they are. And, you know, we've met so many defensive coordinators who just really hate the bend but don't break mentality. They're much more of the aggressive school. But that mentality has won a lot of games. If you're only giving up field goals on drives, that usually...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The one running back is Gurley. Second down, Dalton. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a play fake here on first down. They shakes him off. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. It's second down. Dalton looking. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. 4th down, Dalton wants to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. So we reach halftime with a visiting... What's that? Now? Oh, we're back. Okay, well, something happened to Larry in the halftime show. I guess we're ready for the third quarter. Let's go. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They come up in an offset eye.
Leopard! Watching that, Barney! Over! Leopard!
Now it's Miller running right. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, yeah, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case,
and now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the Buccaneers have it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Play action now, Dalton. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Third down from the gun, Dalton. He's got time in the pocket. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw now on first down. Jackson's got it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a Chicago first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. And as our graphic shows, sort of back to his old form, you requested a meeting with a tight end coach this week. What came from that?
Yeah, that's not normal because we usually talk to the offensive coordinator, defense coordinator. It's pretty simple stuff, but you're talking about it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So that drive, 4 plays. And Lamar Miller caps it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And as these numbers show, last week, great game. This week, not the case.
And sometimes it's not just as simple as throwing the football. It's the rhythm of the game, managing it, being in sync with your teammates. Last week, everything was coming together really well. We're not seeing that so far in this one.
No, unfortunately not at all for him. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Offense.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll try the right side here with Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Bang! 380!
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Bang! 380! 380!
Dalton here from the gun. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Second down following the incompletion.
Dagger!
And it'll be Dalton again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Zebra!
Dalton on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Aaron Burbridge, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Here we go now. throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know that's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really it's a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. On the return, it's Niall Davis. Niall Davis off to the races. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
They come out here in the eye. Miller. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The left side completion to Jones. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Good throw. Receiver does his job, and it's a first down for the offense.
Excellent execution all the way around. Plenty of time for the quarterback and the receiver to work their first down magic.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. And Nelson's got it here right side. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. 2nd down, Dalton. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And Dalton appears to be in a fair amount of pain here. He's still on the turf. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That one looks like he'll throw here. Finding time. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second. They come out here in the eye. On second down, here's Miller. And unable to get... Well, the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on third down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On third down, Miller. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. They're going to hurry back to the line now. He's back to throw. Dumps it off to Gurley. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
It's caught. Nelson. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on third down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Back to throw. And Nelson's got it here right side. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And the spike comes here, and that stops the clock at 25 seconds. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Philip Dorsett with time running out. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the 4th.
So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got?
Let's go. Boom, line it.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the two-point try. So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you got to be careful on the kickoff because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for two. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get into range and put one through the posts.
Miller, the lone setback. He'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. He completes it to Jones. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
I think it'd be real easy here to focus on maybe a defensive breakdown with that type of a play in this situation. But let's give a little bit of credit here. That type of play is clutch.
Boy, it was clutch, but to turn it back to the defense, how crushing is that? You think you've got this thing won, and in the last moments, almost literally, you lose it.
Snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And they will line up now for the two-point try.
Watch tight end. Key to tight end. All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. And they can't convert. It's incomplete. But they still have the lead here in the final moments of this game.
Well, I don't think it takes much to crawl into their mind, right, why they went for two there, even though they were unsuccessful. With this type of a lead, what they're worried about, right, and less than 10 seconds on the clock, what they're worried about is just giving up the touchdown.
Yeah, on the kickoff return.
Yeah, so you go for it here to try and ensure yourself. Now they've got to make sure they cover it, otherwise they could actually lose.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time of factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. One receiver left, three to the right. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last.